Sorry?
Are you feeling hot?
No.
You're not feeling hot?
No, it's nice.
Izzeldin, the first question that I have for you, and is a very basic question. This might be a question that has been asked to you many times before, but I'd like you to react to this question from your gut to answer it. Which is basically that how can a man who has suffered the loss of his children forgive the country responsible for that loss? How would you react to that question?
I react to that question to be rational, to be human, and first I have to forgive myself.
Right.
Because if I want to think of hate, of revenge, of nightmare, black ideas, it will never help me and help others. The hate is destructive to the hater, not the hated. Hate is a blindness, is a disease, is a toxin. And those holy and noble souls, my daughters that I lost, I want to bring them justice. And this comes through good deeds, through being healthy emotionally, spiritually, and strong enough to face that. And as I said, the body that we have is a trust from God. So we need to protect our body, physically, mentally, spiritually, socially. And that's why we don't want to allow hate, any bad thing to enter our bodies, to protect it. So I forgive my body of hate, of revenge, of any black ideas, to move forward and to treat this tragedy with saving lives. They killed my daughters, but I will show that human life is precious, and saving one's life, you save the world. Killing one, you kill the world. It's not my responsibility. It's your responsibility and everyone's responsibility to take action towards saving others' lives and not to witness or see the suffering of other people and to say just to move emotionally. It's good to move emotionally, but it needs action to help them get rid of this suffering. The child who is hungry, he needs food. The child who is sick, he needs medication. The child who is in the street that I see here, they need schools. Those who are homeless, they need houses. We need to offer those a human being. What do they need? And to understand that they are the most precious thing in the universe is a human being and the freedom. And we need to fight for a human being to show them their life is worth to live by giving them and the freedom of sickness, of disease, of poverty and deprivation. We are silent, we are doing nothing, we are not connected. We are watching the suffering as if we enjoyed it of others. We watch the children deprived in the streets here and there. We don't do anything for them. Please go there, touch the child. Feel that you are connected with this child, with this mother, with this father, that you care about them, inspire them, and share with them.
Izzeldin, there was a man in our country who we call Mahatma Gandhi, who preached the same thing. But to practice such ideals in one's life is very difficult. Could you cite some instances in your life where you've struggled, or give us some examples, because you're human after all, where you struggled or fought with that hatred, and how did you overcome that? What was your biggest challenge in overcoming this hatred? Talking about overcoming it is one thing, but that's why I started with this question. I would find it impossible. If I put myself in that situation, it would be horrible. I would find it very frankly impossible to overcome such hatred.
Nothing is impossible in life. Nothing is impossible. Everything in life is possible in this moving world. The only impossible thing is to return my daughters back, to return Mahatma Gandhi again, but we can have someone who can follow Mahatma Gandhi.
Could you give me an example of
I can say to you, when I was January 2010, I went to Gaza just to feel outraged, to visit my daughter's grave, to visit them, to feel outraged and angry of not accepting it, of working hard, of not relaxing or resting, just to do more and to take responsibility. That's what do we need. It will never, and I will never allow hate or dark ideas to go inside me, because as I said, those holy and noble souls, they were holy and noble, and I must keep them holy and noble and use the holy and noble means, because I will meet them one day. I don't want them to say to me, why did you hate? Why you didn't do us good things? To do them good things, I need to be wise, rational, and mindful. And I am determined to do that. And I am blessed to have that. Being a medical doctor helped me a lot. My faith helped me, and my life experience.
Could you talk about how your religion and how your faith helped?
My faith as a Muslim with deep faith helped me to accept it. This is one thing. And some people, they may think in Islam recommends revenge or hate. Islam recommends forgiveness and wisdom. In Quran, it's mentioned when God talks and tells Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, call people with wisdom and good words, and tells him, if you were hard-hearted or harsh, they will never follow you. You were kind and wise. And some people, they may think the Islam recommends revenge, soul with soul, teeth with teeth, eye with eye. This is half of it. But if you endure patiently and forgive, you will be rewarded. We need the reward from the Creator, from God, from the Lord. And to meet my daughter one day, to say to them, your blood wasn't waste. It made a difference in others' lives. I am coming to meet you, to be with you, bringing you justice and good deeds.
There's one last question here, which is that you have managed to make a distinction between vengeance and justice. People would say that there are those in Palestine today who are not making that distinction, particularly certain extreme factions within the Hamas, let's say. What is your view on this?
I am speaking about Palestinian people. You know, why are we speaking about parties of movement? There is a Palestinian nation, they're living, and we don't want to minimize it in this movement or that. There is a Palestinian nation, and we want to see those people. To what are they exposed of suffering? Can I ask a patient who is in pain to think wisely? Can I ask a child who is hungry to think wisely or to do something good? Can I ask someone who is suffering in a prison to think? It's difficult. We don't want to blame the victim. We need to help the victim to get rid of the disease, of the hunger. Then we ask him to think rationally and wisely. The Palestinians there are burned by the fire of occupation and suffering. So we need to help them so they can differentiate between the good and bad.
How do you think Palestine can be liberated without the use of force or violence? Do you believe that is possible?
Of course, I fully believe, with your voice, with international voice, with the voice of the human being in this world, to feel that there is other human being oppressed and occupied, and they need the help of others to free them. That's what do we need. Words are stronger than bullets.
And what about people? What about the Hamas, the Fatah being separated from one another? How will they be united? When will a strong voice come together from Palestine? When will we have one leader for Palestine?
It's painful to me as a Palestinian to see the Palestinians as they are divided. Our unity is a strength, and we need leaders who sacrifice for the national and the human cause, not for the party or the individual cause.
But you are saying today's leaders are not sacrificing for the national and human cause?
I say to them they need to unite, to give up the ego and the individual interest for the national and our children's interest.
There are those that say if Palestine stops its armed movements, if Palestine lays down its arms altogether.
It has been stopped. It has been stopped. The Palestinian Authority and the Palestinian people, they never believed in violence, and they don't want it. They were forced to use it to get their rights. And sometimes in our medical practices, we use surgery to heal the patient. They used it as a surgery to get their rights. If others help them to give up, and they are giving up violence now, by evidence-based, by practice in the West Bank, and even in Gaza Strip, they are stopping it. But we need others also to stop their military way and to realize nothing can be achieved by force. Everything is by choice, with love, with care, with respect to humanity, and justice is to like for others what do you like for yourself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.